article that tells the truth.
Oh, so you were holding this for me.
I was holding it back for you.
Because you
man.
knew I was coming one day with this,
I'm waiting
right?
for her to come. I know she's going to come with that. She's going to come with, yeah. You know, you damn Caribbean people with these switches.
It's got nothing
and
to do
these
with
pot
Caribbean.
spoons
It's
and the
about
Grover
people
whips.
beating the crap out of their kids.
And what they're going to tell you is about slavery. Slavery. Yeah. And you know what? They're going to say, yeah, it's about slavery. I'm like, slavery? What? I misbehave, right? I was out of line, but my mother is whipping me because of slavery. Oh, you know, I'm trying to get that. My mother went back into her past. But let me continue with the article. He cared enough to discipline his son, even if he was violent beyond reason in his actions. One of the ills of the black community have been the lack of men taking care of their sons, even being there to offer advice, lend support, and most of all shows that a man cares for him. Man. Whoa. Oh my God.
Will you keep reading? Keep reading.
Their absence in the kid's life leave mothers to play dual role, which God bless them for their strength and will they cannot fully accomplish. And you know what? That is me. My mother played a dual role because my father was a DNA donor. And my mother had to play the role. That's what I'm saying. You don't know until you walk a mile in a man's shoes. My mother had to play father and mother. And me being a male, I was like, man, it didn't matter. Here's the article telling the truth. But let me go on. It leaves the mother to play dual role. God bless them for their strength and will they cannot fully accomplish. What did the guy say at the beginning of this article again?
Keep reading, Anselm.
Prepare to be angered. You should see Marjorie's face. She's very angered after reading that other guy who's trying to brainwash us with that article. Brainwash with that article. She's laughing. And it's you know we are so easily brainwashed sometimes.
It takes a man to show a son how to be a man.
Let me continue reading because you're not putting any justice to it.
Because you will
it takes a man to show his
box.
son how to be a man. I didn't have that in my life. It was my mother. Peterson will become a better father because of his mistake. He accepted a plea deal and avoided jail time. And once, the guy's being funny now, once Lord Roger Goodell, who is all of a sudden, he's one of them just to, because all the other special interest group came down on the NFL. So the NFL had to do something with Adrian Peterson. Hey, listen.
And the other guy before him.
Yeah,
playing his wife.
Right.
In the elevator.
Ray
Which
Rice.
you thought was okay, too. You thought that was okay, too. You just think it's okay for men to just beat
I never said that was okay.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
You did say
no,
that.
I didn't. I did not
you
say
said,
that.
why are they so much on his neck? Why are they talking about him so badly?
But yeah, but wait. Don't try to sidetrack us now, because your article, this article is just blowing your article out of the water. I mean, it's just like just like a boof. It's like the Ebola-rise your article. It's like you brought an article, and that article.
Will you just go?
That is
come on.
Okay. He accepted a plea and avoided jail time, and once Lord Roger Goodell, NFL commissioner, weighs in, will be able to resume his stellar career at some point, as well as he should. He rightfully has paid a hefty price for his actions. Public perception of Peterson, widely liked by his teammate and most anyone who encounters him, was far from favorable. And despite the agreement to pay a fine and do community services and heartfelt apologies, the view of Peterson as a child abuser for some have been irrevocably cast. He knows it. And here is Peterson now. I truly regret this incident. I accept full responsibility for my action. He's not running away from it. He's not running and hide. Listen, I did it. I love my son more than anyone else could know. And that is the fact. Absolutely. I am anxious to continue my relationship with my child. And you know what? Here's the sad part. Die first, or I call them die for us. Die for us. Because most of the kids, end up dying. Die for us, die first. Right? They take these black kids, right? And they end up worse. They end up worse with die first. Isn't that true?
I don't know where you get that idea from. Where's that come from?
You want me to go?
You know what? Well, at some other point.
You want me to get the stats too for that?
Keep going.
All right, let me go for that. Let me keep on. In today's troubled world, where young black men wear pants so low, their underwear is exposed and they have to walk like a duck to keep their jeans from falling to their knees, where many find prison a comfortable place and are surprised that they live into their 20s, a man who cares about his kids is needed. He should be an example for others to follow. Baby boomers call a switch, extension cord, tree branch, and belt. And let me include gopher whip, spoon. Let me include it. See you laughing. I'm going to include those. And let me include the one that Marvin sent as well too. Gopher whip, right? Pot spoon, hose, and hangers. I'm adding to the article. Whatever parents are closest to them in that moment that required discipline. I mean, listen, man. Listen.
I just calm down, Anselm.
It was accepted practice to go upside your head in the village that raised children. Absolutely correct. Your friend's mother will grab you by the ear if she caught you doing wrong. 100% correct. That village no longer exists. You know why? Because
of diapers.
All the gists, the psychologists, the psychiatrists, and the sociologists have taken over. This is real now. Don't think of addressing someone else's child, much less admonishing him. Parents cuddle kids, adorn them with designer clothes, cell phones, and pricey video games. In return, many receive calls from the school with concerns about the child behavior or lack of progress. And guess what? The parents blame the teacher or administrator. Oh my God, who's this guy who wrote in this article? So true. Discipline reveals itself as a tongue lashing followed by a smile and a hug. Yes, it's different today. Adrian Peterson beat his child, and it's one of those moments many baby boomers experienced. This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. He went overboard in trying to teach his son a lesson, a brutal mistake, but his intent, listen to this part.
Oh my goodness.
Listen to this part. I mean, I gotta frame this article. His intent was grounded in love and caring. The father was there for his son. Not enough black men can say the same. Listen, this guy deserves a round of applause. What do you think? And your geologist telling you to go. Time out. Go in the corner, Johnny. Go close your door. Okay, I'm listening.
Well, I'm going to look up some more information. I thought you had something else to add while I'm looking up stuff.
No, because but Marjorie, and I'm very serious about this. Look, I didn't read the article before, but I saved it.
Okay.
Because I know when people come with all this, this is what bothers me, man. Really and truly, it bothers me that the black family is allowing the psychiatrists and the sociologists and all these other people to run their families and telling you that because these other families treat their kids this way, we need to treat our kids that way. And it's not the same. It's not the same. We are all not the same. We discipline
so
differently.
black people need to be disciplined.
We need.
You know what? In the discussion I had earlier today with this, somebody said that
we discipline differently.
You're never going to win this argument because so many people have been beaten, and they feel that that's the way it's supposed to be.
And they will tell you because of that
cultural
made me what I am
issue.
today.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, it's because of that it made me what I am today. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been disciplined enough to do the things that I did. Because I know, you know what I learned? This is.
So let me ask you this. So what about women who get beat? I guess that's okay too then. To beat women. Yes.
No, that's different. That's
because you're showing love. You're
no,
showing
that's
love
not
to your
love.
child by beating the crap out of them.
No, that's
so maybe it's okay to beat women
no,
because you're
no,
showing
that's
them that.
and you know what? And let me give you another point in that. I have never raised my hand to hit my wife. Never. I have never, not even quarter of an inch. For all the beating that I got, all the switches and whips and pot spoon and broomstick and everything that I got, I never once raised my hand to hit my wife. Because you know what it is?
Because she could probably whoop you.
No, that's not true. Because let me tell you this. This is what I tell my kids all the time. There are consequences for your actions. There are good consequences and there are bad consequences. So before you do what you have to do, think about the consequences. You know what I used to do? I used to do it and then I deal with the consequences. That's what I used to do it. I said, listen, I know I'm going to get licks anyway. So I just deal with it. And after a while, I said, you know what? I had enough of this. Time for me to get off this whooping all the time. And then I just stopped. And then I said to myself, I said, you know what? I am not going to discipline my kids the way that I was disciplined.
Okay. Why not, though?
Because I deserved it. And if they deserve to be disciplined, I would discipline them. But that was an example for me not to do, because as I tell you, and I know some of my friends, we rebel without a cause. Rebel. You rebel just to rebel.
You know what, Anselm? Today, you've done a great job. I've learned a lot today from you.
What do you mean, brother?
Like you don't even know what to do. I'm giving you a serious compliment. You pulled up the mission of the Community Coalition and just told me that they weren't. You did all that grandstanding and you've done a great job.
But I believe in facts.
Okay. Well, sometimes, but today you've done
most of the time
exceptionally good job.
Yeah, because what it is that you see.
I mean, I still don't believe that beating children is the answer. But if you've made your case, and your article was great to rebut.
Very compelling case.
I'm not going to go that far, but you've made your case. I mean, I still don't believe that people should beat children. I just. But
Marjorie, you see. And I told you the same thing with the Ray Rice situation. We gotta look. You just can't look at the surface of these stuff. You gotta open it up. When you look at the Adrian Peterson thing, everybody was just looking at, man, he brutalized this 4-year-old kid.
Yeah, but how do you beat somebody that's 4?
You see,
you're
but
only
you see,
4 years old.
you're missing.
You don't even have a brain yet.
You see, you're missing the bigger point. There is a larger point.
What's the larger point there? That you should be afraid of your father. You're 4 years old.
No,
Anselm.
the guy is a father who is present in his kid's life.
At 4 years old.
And he wanted to discipline him, and he may have made a mistake. But the bigger picture is that he is a father who is present, as opposed to all the other fathers. So it's better to have,
if the father is abusive, seriously abusive, though.
He's not abusive.
Well, wait a minute. In any case, though.
He's not abusive.
In any case, if a father is abusive, it's better to have an abusive father than no father? Is that what you're saying?
It's better to have a father who is present, and every once in a while he has to discipline his kid.
Okay, but is it better to have an abusive father than no father?
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. And I think
now, if you're
most of the time,
4 years old, you don't even have a brain yet. 3, 2. I mean, you've heard people say, "Oh, he bad. That little girl bad."